Oh, hey folks, Dude here, coming at you of all things Tuesday, July 19th. So, the Democrats have got a case of butthurt. Oh man, what's their butthurt this time? Giuliani was not exactly honest. Melania was quoting, channeling, using the verbiage, the statements, and the exact same speech as Muchel. Call it what it is, folks. When they don't have anything to utilize to defend the indefensible, they go to the smallest possible portion thereof of minutia. So, literally, what's the problem for the standard lefty problem today? Is, well, you have guys like Giuliani. I liked Rudy Giuliani before, okay? But that epic speech that he put out yesterday, dude. 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 I cannot begin to tell you the amount of butthurt, the amount of oh snap, and the amount of oh crap he just called us what we are. There was to simply just see it for what it was. Rudy Giuliani's 10, 15-minute speech, whatever it was riveting. It was a complete and total, exactly the way the prosecutor should do stuff, calling out of charges upon the guys who committed those actions. It was statement of fact. It was simply placing blame where it needs to be placed. It is showing the Democrat Party to be the complete and total wrong answer to just about any question for public policy, governance for the United States, and in any way, shape, or form for these guys to be in any leadership position. It was a battle cry that was just needed, calling upon everybody to realize that Muslim extremist terrorists are not the entire Muslim faith of the world. Rudy hit that one out of the park by stating it very, very clearly, so there's no way they could couch his words and say, yeah, but Rudy wasn't talking about the small population of just the bad guys and this, that, and the other thing. I got bad news for you, Mr. Leftist asshole. If it's a population of 1 billion and some, and it's only 1 or 2%, that's 20 or 40 million people, okay? Do the math. 1 billion is 1,000 million. 3 zeros, followed by the one in front, denotes 1,000. So that means that there's 20 to 40, maybe even 60 million of these raging assholes, Shia, Sunni, sucka dicka, whatever the F they are. If they're one of the bad guys, they're the bad guys. If they happen to fall under the Muslim faith, they happen to be Muslim bad guys. And he nailed it exactly. We are gunning for you. We want your head in a bag. We want to see your brains become the pink mist in the pretty video footage of when you're sitting on the hillside going, okay, I'll just simply lob some mortars in on our guys, or we'll just simply become terrorist assholes, or we'll try to, insert ourselves into some place, and you watch dudes basically separate from his shoulders, in a nice pink spray. That to me is artwork. When you can basically reconnoiter yourself behind a rifle, put out a projectile, and pop his head off his shoulders at a good distance, that's art. So pretty much all these guys have expressly said, in no uncertain term during the whole RNC convention, we are not them. We are a step in the right direction. If you side with them, you're going to have a third term of the previous 8 years of total and complete just horrific execution of bad leadership, horrible policy, economic woe, call it what you will, worldview dropping on our side, and pretty much this whole stupidity going forward and enlarging itself to be even worse than previous. If you vote for Hillary at this point and you don't know her history, you are an idiot. She is a not even beyond pathological liar. She is an absolute locked in, cannot not tell the truth for the same thing twice on the same day in the next 2 seconds of stating it once and twice. Person. She was fired. I mean, let's just break this down, okay? She was fired. Fired back in the early 70s because she was such a disreputable piece of crap that even another Democrat was like, I refuse to associate with her. She got fired from Watergate. Let that sink in for a second. The absolute most closest time we've ever been to impeaching a president, they had everybody on the RNC guilty as hell, on the ropes, and justifiably so. They played dirty pool and they got busted. They should have been hosed. Had them on the ropes. Literally had them on the ropes. What did Hillary do? She had to hide things and she had to obfuscate to make it harder for the Republicans to defend themselves by couching things in a certain way, hiding facts, and making it more trouble than it was worth. The Democrat who was ahead of her, leadership position-wise, said, you know what? I'm not going to deal with you. You are a categorical, raging, sinister even liar. I refuse to associate with you. You have ethics breaches, and I will not deal with people like you. You are fired. And proceeded to break his foot off in her ass. So, what did she do then? Well, she proceeded to go and amble around and amble around and amble around and wound up on the coattails of William Jefferson Clinton, where she was the good wife. But guess what? Of that couple, I would tend to think Bill was a good orator. She was always in charge. She is a sinister, long-viewing, long-looking, just shady character of the highest order. She is pathologically sociological in her means of doing anything. She will do anything, say anything, in any one shape and time, way, shape, and form, where it needs to further her aims. She will do it. If you vote for Hillary Clinton, you're not just a dumbass, okay? You are somebody who is asking for her to be exactly the way she is in a high position to do even more damage. In every major position where she's had leadership capabilities, she has failed miserably. And I don't mean just miserably, but I mean miserably in the way, shape, and form where they go on about, well, they couldn't have gotten military gear in Benghazi in time. And I've touched on this before, okay? A C-130 loaded with troops and some ammo and some, equipment and all the rest of that stuff flies about just shy of 400 miles an hour. 400 miles an hour for 12 hours is closing in on 5,000 miles. They said the distance where it would have taken from that thing taken off to where it could have actually been doing something, I think it was from Turkey to Syria, I think it was less than 4,000 miles. I'd have to look at it on a map, but they could have had elements there on the ground, put the plane down someplace safe, truck everybody off to the area, engage these assholes from two fronts, in the place, outside the place. They would have mopped it up way, way quicker. They would have saved a lot of lives. As a matter of fact, there was people who knew it was coming down, and they were bailing out of the embassy. The 4 guys that died, 2 of them CIA guys, former SEALs, the ambassador, and I think there was another person, I forget his title, but all 4 of those people did not need to die. Hillary Clinton went to sleep, knew it was a terrorist attack, lied to the American public, but stated to other countries and her own asshole kid Chelsea, yeah, it's a terrorist attack. Well, I'm going to go to sleep now. If the people that are there, they don't really matter. It's not like there are people. It's not like it really matters. At this point, what difference does it make? The difference is I'm going to say it. The difference is you thunder cunt is you killed 4 Americans. You let them die. That's the effing difference. Now, if you people elect her, you are fools. And I will say that in the most strongest of terms. You are fools. She does not deserve any iota of your support. The very least you could possibly ever do is maybe piss on her face on her grave. And that would be probably just a charity because you'd be washing away the crap that was there, left there from the previous person. All right, folks, I'm going to break up on this one. And if you vote for Hillary, I don't want a damn thing to do with you. In fact, if you make it known that you are a Hillary supporter, I will put my foot so far up your ass you'll be tasting shoe polish. I don't want a damn thing to do with you. Be gone from my sight. Remove yourself from my life. All right, folks, I'm going to break off with this one. Eat good, keep tendering, as always, you know you love it. Trump 2016, Rudy Giuliani, sir, you kicked major ass. I was very, very impressed. I'm going to break off with this one, folks. See you guys.